You know, something that I noticed that people don't appreciate is or respect, that people don't respect, is the space of what the social media is all about. People think that it's a place for you to market your services and products, but there's so much more to that. Actually, let me show you a little bit more about it. You see, once upon a time, right, before the world became so much more digitally connected, we lived in towns where we knew each other. We actually got to know each other. We learned what people's personalities were, and we learned how people and what people liked and what people disliked. And it's the same thing with social media, right? It's this new world, but it's so complex. How do we actually get into the roots of it? The way I see it is that it's a place for us to communicate our identities together. And it's a platform to ultimately build a relationship. And from this relationship is where you begin to form some of your market, some of your customers, some of your partnerships, some of your solutions. You gotta think of it as if you're representing your identity every time. In this little town, let's call it back in the old days, where you would actually greet people and get to know each other. And you're not just blasting them about your new business every single time, but instead what you're doing is you're getting to know everybody. You're actually being part of the community, or you're building this community. And hence that, because you know them, you get to know a little bit about your people. You build relationships, you find out what their problems are, and then you figure out how to help them out. And because you learn to help them out, they start wanting your service, your products, your whatever it is that you're giving out. And I want you to imagine social media as that. As simple as building a community and figuring out what you can do for your community. I want you to think of it as if you're being involved in a community, and how can you serve your community.